Okay.
Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate.
Project left. It was on my week anyway.
Gotta be office floor, got locked, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in one. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay, I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal, when I put my foot on, I got to put on, I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton, receipts in my pocket, don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay,
the finesse.
No game. Okay.
Finesse.
Finesse.
I think he stepped out.
Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown.
What's up, dude? Hello? What's up?
Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a mad lead. His team is off the hook and you...
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Pause the game if you need me to. Okay. Yeah, I'll get to that.
Ready?
Wow.
260.
That's crazy.
They'll run on first down. Griffith, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's crazy.
It looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down now, it's Griffith, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
My player gets hurt. How does he get hurt if he's on the line, right?
On the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here
holding.
in the first half.
Yeah, we
That's
know.
crazy.
You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game.
What about that,
so what
man?
do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
I'm screaming. Yeah. Brady's winning right now against his game. I was watching. Brady's beating the Vikings right now. I was watching his game earlier. Kenny Brady. He's beating the Vikings. Vikings and yeah. This for the second quarter.
For the first time with Alvin Kamara. Off past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The 26-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Second and 11. On the check down, he finds Kamara. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Which one, buddy? Love you too. Bye-bye. They're definitely on the charge, remember?
Now this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46.
He's checking. Crack. Spot me.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Oh, he sheds himself free. Latavius Murray. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Oh, they didn't call legal blocking the back.
Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist bump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I barely lost to Green Bay last week.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
I thought the froze for a minute.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Griffith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
He has 87 strength.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So, in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's
81,
it.
91, 92.
But we saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
For New Orleans? My second player is going too. My running back
the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
I like it.
Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Really, 83?
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
How long do you think he'll be out? My running back is out for a long time. He can be out for a while.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
We're not lagging.
22, here's 2nd and 8.
We're not. Me too. That should have been touchdown for me. That was crazy. Yeah, fumble. Yeah.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
Let's see what happens here.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
to throw on third down. Hancock. He gets this one to Boyd. 17 there to New Orleans first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check four. Check. Lucky.
They'll try to right side with Murray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again.
Only lost by 7 by
it works out.
Only lost by 7 by Green Bay Pack. This game is crazy, though. What's going to happen here?
To throw on second down. Hancock. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Good.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, Hancock throwing right, and that's complete. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Mike 40. Ready? 40's Mike. All day.
Throwing on first down. Hancock. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 1st and 10, Hancock. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Learn! Look at him.
Here's McKissick. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Stafford. James has it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Oh, just lucky there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Stephon Anthony. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
First down. Hancock going for the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. The touchdown all set up by the big play, one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay His second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, if we get set up there, it's how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep.
I'm surprised he didn't fumble that bad boy. By diving like that. Boom. I'm surprised he didn't get hurt either.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's coming. We got double up.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him,
I don't know why our
think
players don't block whenever
straight ahead, peripheral.
Look at this.
I
I don't know how the other teams can block
before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 24. Check 24. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Operating from the gun. Hancock. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Let's go. Let's go. 40's Mike. Cut.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
If another user would have been picked there,
but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
36.
To throw again. Hancock. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 3rd down, Hancock. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on first down. Hancock. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down.
I was wondering how did he catch that one.
Catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. from the gun on third down. Hancock flush to his right. And he finds Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Oh, you got it, though.
Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I don't know if I'm playing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Golladay. And now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Check, 47. I'm going to come back to you.
The shotgun snap for Stafford.
Really?
Almost tipped and intercepted. Picked off by
Janoris
Jenkins.
You should have kept going, though. It could have been a touchdown, maybe.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And Lutz puts this one through. So how about the turn of events there at the end of the half?
This is one where you go charging into your locker room having collected 3 points you didn't expect to get. And you look across the field and you see guys kind of pointing fingers at each other like, dude, how'd you turn it over and make us give up 3 right there?
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side. Coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators.
You was there first,
They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Here we go. Touchdown, defense.
They start the 2nd half with Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Let's go. It's 3, 2, 3. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Hey, alert 3.
From the gun, Hancock. Going right side here, and then that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this
Yeah,
inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
He's probably mad at you. Michael Thomas is mad. Probably he not getting no reps. He's mad at you. He can say I'm open. He can say I'm open, coach. I'm open.
On first, here's Washington. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down. I'm coming for you, 27. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you.
2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They go to Johnson again, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
I did
work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and
really?
done.
He hit the hurdle. Really, one of my best catchers.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford toward the end zone. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover,
an easy pass.
You got to be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know how he did that. I was right there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go there fast.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
40's Mike. 40's the Mike. Silver.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to sling this deep and got his man complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Rodgers better than Michael Thomas.
Check.
He doesn't get no balls.
Washington gets it going right. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
51's the Mike. the mic. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Go, Mike with you on. Mike with you on.
To throw on second down. Hancock. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 44, Stafford under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. To throw is Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the toss, here's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
That's crazy.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Stafford. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? It made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Call that flag there?
On 1st and 10, Hancock on the crossing route, complete. That's Boyd. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
No. Hey, switch gears. Go.
Back to throw. Hancock. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. Folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Switch.
Looking to throw. Hancock. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 40.
Operating from the gun. Hancock. Nowhere to
Surprise.
escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very
We
definition
went
of
behind
fast,
you.
quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
I don't know how he did that, though.
And how about this?
That's crazy.
4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
That's crazy.
40's Mike.
Man, it's crazy sometimes, dude.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Hey, 40's Mike right there. He's tired of mirrors.
On 4th down, Hancock. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. On 1st down, Hancock. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down.
Are you
So let's see
surprised?
what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would be
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball
Now, I
in
don't
the
wanna
end
call
zone on a
flag when the game's almost
takeaway,
over.
take the points and keep moving.
Lutz good on the extra
Okay,
point,
it doesn't
and
matter
the
no more.
decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Sometimes we get there to go.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's true.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bash,
that.
dude.
Super tall.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Really?
Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
And with that kind of
Who's gonna get? Oh.
deficit, you can't afford
If
to
it
make
don't,
any kind of
we know they're
mistakes.
gonna mistake.
But it's been
We know
pretty
they're gonna
symptomatic
mistake.
what we've
Let's
seen
do
all
that.
game with them, isn't
They'll
it?
boof
Down
you.
this big
You know
in
they're
the
gonna
field.
mistake
An
as hell.
afternoon to forget, absolutely.
And no booth of you yet, Ruff? None? None? Are you kidding me, Ruff? Are you freaking kidding me, Ruff? Are you freaking kidding me right now?
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free
Hey,
before
you
the
talking
knee
about
hit
that
the
sometimes
ground.
when there's a fumble? Do you be talking about that too
The Lions
sometimes?
offense
What?
ready to
Sometimes
kick
that's
off their
crazy.
next drive. And the turnover last time has sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. Johnson on poke free.
Really?
Football's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop
He
right
put me
near
over.
midfield at
Can
the
you put me over?
49-yard
Can you get penalty for
line.
that, for flipping me over?
And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching
Man,
his
we
head,
having a
but
fight here, man.
writing a
You
note
gonna
or
get
two
penalty
about,
for that for
we're going
fighting?
to address this come practice
Come
next
on,
week
man.
because maybe
Hopefully
that's
you
the
get
reason we're
ejected
down
or
this
something.
far.
Hopefully next
Doesn't matter
match
at this
players
point.
get
But
ejected.
being sloppy throughout the game,
matter.
not going to help them improve.
Pretty awesome.
Throwing to start the drive. Hancock. That's going to be
Are you
knocked
kidding me?
away and
Are you-
incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively,
Man,
they've had their way
I
with
thought
it.
it was going to be a flag there. Number 27 had the ball, but number 25 couldn't get the ball recovered. But it's,
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
man, Are these by Green Bay by 7? Getting blown out by you. By 28
They
so
run
far.
with Murray.
That's crazy.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, so that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
By who?
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Really? Is he that good?
40's the mark.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier.
And I
now
guess
he's
I'm
got
your
a first
payback,
down
the
here.
punching guy.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it in.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Boom, boom. 40's mine. 40's mine. Get that go.
I don't know how we're playing for this way. People can't catch it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Handoff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But you probably just
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot.
My player coach would be upset right now. This is
just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. The interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never know their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Lions go for it on 4th, and Stafford under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
He doesn't keep Drew Brees, or you think he's going to walk?
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Why you want to keep? You want to keep him
on first down? It'll be 2nd and goal. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they'll run. Murray. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Here we go with Kamara. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Hold on.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On the ground, this is Johnson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. From his own goal line, Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. On 1st down at Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Stephon Anthony picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Play action. Stafford. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He was trying to get Thomas that time.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Well, you make it look easier throwing. You make it look easier by throwing the ball.